Hi there folks, Sam here, and we DSM got a chance last night to play the new Patreon playtest packet from MCDM's upcoming RPG Draw Steel. So you'll probably see a few videos from us over the next little while covering this RPG. I've been following its development for a while. It's shaping up great. That's the spoiler, the main takeaway for us last night. It was a great experience. But in this video I'm going to talk about how well this playtest and presumably the game is going to meet those core pillars that are pitched by the MCDM team of tactical, heroic, cinematic, fantasy. So approaching them kind of out of order. Is it fantasy? Well, right off the bat, as we were sitting enjoying our breakfast, a huge iron ball fell through the ceiling and started spitting out demons. We had an elementalist in our party who got to create holes in walls and throw lightning through them. Our conduit called down the power of the sun from her god on two different demons, as well as called down blasts of divine thunder. I'm going to say we're ticking the fantasy pillar. Is it tactical? Well, we found throughout the whole adventure our position did matter, so you could argue about the tacticalness of this, but every time someone was next to a ledge, or an enemy was next to a ledge, the closest party member went and shoved them off. If nothing else, positioning. But more than that, our shadow, which is a sort of rogue archetype, they rolled really poorly all night, and I could see they're getting a bit frustrated. So near the end, I was saying to them, well, what are you doing to try and mitigate your bad rolls? So there's a mechanic called edges, which is a bit like advantage in 5e. So with that in mind, our shadow then starts thinking about, well, can I flank someone? Great, that gets you an edge. At one point they managed to flank someone inside of the conduit, who managed to give them an edge on their attack using their triggered action. So this sort of divine light infuses the shadow's weapon and helps them attack the enemy. We also found tactics coming in when one of our heroes was a dragon knight tactician. So they came in, they used one of their big powerful abilities to attack target. They rolled so well, they killed all the minions at once, which probably comes more into the next pillar. But part of that attack was, I attack, you attack. I think it was called Hammer and Anvil. So the tactician attacks, deals a bunch of damage, and then they're looking around going, who's nearby? Ah, the elementalist. So they give the elementalist an attack, and then the elementalist does some AoE that kills another 5 minions. That sort of back and forth and working together came up so many times throughout the whole adventure. It's absolutely tactical. And I'm sure the depth of that will only come out as the game is developed more. Was it cinematic? Well, you've heard the stories I've told so far. We had... Well, what did we have? Apart from the Dragon Knight describing how this one attack that hit one minion, because of the way the rules work, minions share a health pool, so we did enough damage to kill all of them. So we got to narrate this cool moment, almost like Aragorn out of the Fellowship, just wading through this crowd of demons, cutting them all down. Essentially one move. It's definitely cinematic. Our elementalists sadly perished near the end, but they were an orc and they had this ability that when they went below 0 hit points or stamina, they could make a free attack. If that attack killed an enemy, they got back up. They got back up 3 times before eventually succumbing to their wounds. Last of all, is it heroic? Well, there were 22 civilians in this inn we were staying in, and the heroes didn't leave the building until they'd saved every single one of them. And they got rewarded by the system for that. They got an extra victory, which is a kind of experience. I think that's damn heroic. So, based on one playtest, I would say this game's hitting its pillars. But if this sounds cool to you, give us a follow and stay tuned for more Draw Steel content.